AI is all about data, but as we all know, data can be biased. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Startups Weekly. Today we are here at the Machine Intelligence Summit, where we will discuss these topics with startups and experts. The focus of this summit is InsurTech and how it can work with AI. But many people get frightened when they think about a machine deciding their insurance claims. So let's find out more.
So first of all, bias is human. The machines are machines. You know, my favorite quote for today is submarines cannot swim. Thinking that machines can think is like thinking submarines can swim. So if you think like that, then of course you will be very concerned about bias. And there is a concern in terms of bias. Everything that humans do, and humans are biased, will be subconsciously or consciously, will be translated into the machine work. And that's why, how to solve it, to your point about that, is we need very diverse people working together, making sure that we have not just gender diversity, but most importantly, cultural diversity, educational diversity, language diversity, point of view, all of that, and putting these people together to create products that are relevant for the entire society, because we know today we only have 17% of women working in the high-tech, in the ICT sector, and out of those, less than 5% work in AI.
So if someone is telling us, hey, we are using AI, we are asking, okay, from where are the training data? How can you get that, or from where are they? Do you have to pay for them? Is it already there, or what is it? We are here at the Omnius event. They have tons and millions of data sets, so we are invested in them because we think they can really do AI, because they have a huge data set where they can train the algorithms with. You have to show us why are you able to build something, and if you say we're using AI, we are asking, okay, why can you do that? Where are the data sets, the training sets, and so on. If there's nothing, we are not investing in the company.
To retrain a biased algorithm is faster, that's easier to fix than a biased human being. Just as a general statement, the brain of the human being it's super complex and super difficult to get bias out, as we all know. But our product is not taking over the decision until the end. We are a decision-making support tool. So this decision is done by the claim adjuster. So what we do is, because we have access to data and we can offer wonderful visualizations and infographics, we enable the claim adjuster to do a good decision, and sometimes it's necessary to make an exception. Sometimes it's kind of a hybrid approach, and that's also how we think that this industry can get more and more empathetic, because machine and humans can learn from each other. That's super important for us. So when I ask you, would you prefer that your claim advisor is only a human, option 1, or it's only artificial intelligence, option 2, or it's a hybrid approach and the strengths of both are collaborating, what would you say?
I would choose option 3.
See, and that's the same for a lot of people, yes. We want to have as many data as possible in a very objective way offered, but we want people to make the final decision.
So RPA usually just mimics human behavior, right? So everything that I do, a process in a series of steps, I can teach the robot to do that the same way. So of course, a model is biased as long as the human that teaches the robot is biased. So as long as I teach the robot to mimic exactly my behavior, then I don't have to worry about these kind of things.
So I think the most important is two things. One is obviously the technology. So you need like researchers to build like these algorithms. But secondly, as you said, it's the data quantity and quality. So you need a lot of data. So as I said, like we are trained on hundreds of millions of examples. The more data you have, the better the output. So what we do now to date, we work with 10 of the top 40 insurance companies globally and process up to 100% of their claims. So we get like lot of claims on a daily basis that we can then feed back to the system and make the system even better.
On the other side of finances and tech, here are the investments of the week.
Antwerp-based startup Unify has raised 17 million euros for its drone management software. The Series B round involved 5 investors, 3 of which were already existing backers. Unify is developing unmanned traffic management software for drones in order to safely integrate drones into the airspace. The startup software enables the tracking and management of drones alongside commercial aviation. By 2020, there will be about 20 million drones in circulation. Unify's Series B financing of 17 million euros is the startup's biggest funding to date, eclipsing the 5 million euros raised in 2016. CEO of Unify, Mark Kegelaris, said that the investment will go towards the expansion of the company's product offering. French startup EasyMovie has raised 5 million euros in a venture round led by sole investor Ring Capital. EasyMovie has developed an employee video content creation platform. Using an app, employees can create professional-looking videos without needing to hire a production agency. The company has internationally renowned clients, including L'Oreal and AXA. The funding is EasyMovie's first multi-million euro investment and is a sign of the progression of the startup over the past year. Nicola Catanova, founder of EasyMovie, said that the fresh capital will help facilitate the development of its video creation platform as they look to expand into further markets.
This summit was organized by Omnius, and we talked with their founder Sophie about their vision and plans.
My name is Sophie Kirenos and I'm the founder and CEO of Omnius. So we help insurance companies to go through the digital transformation as fast as possible, and we do that by applying artificial intelligence to automate claim handling. So when we talk about a truly data-driven approach, we would define as Omnius the whole industry at the very, very early beginning. So when insurance companies are talking about the digital transformation and that they are in the middle of the digital transformation, they are sometimes either talking about the robotic process automation part, so getting help from your iPad and Prism, so RPA vendors to deal with the legacy systems, or they are talking about apps and platforms, but in between we need to process all the documents, ideally automatically, because just an app doesn't help the insurance company. If the digital document is still non-machine readable, manual work is still required. So we see the whole industry at the very early beginning. That's also why we are super excited, because we want to become the key driver of this whole transformation. I am very excited because I see that the stone is already moving a little bit. So 3 years ago that was not the case. People were looking at us and what do you want? You have no idea about the insurance space. What are you guys doing? But we looked at different industries back then. So we looked at other industries too. We started horizontally, and at some point we have realized, wow, here we see momentum in the insurance space. And this is also what we already see. So the guests here at this conference today, the amount of people from the insurance space increased tremendously. So 30% of the people here are just from the insurance industry, from the big corporates. It's incredible, and they are here and they are excited. They want to do something. So yeah, I think it's happening.
That was already it from this week's episode of Startups Weekly. See us next Monday.